It's John with John Sports Odds and Collectibles coming at you with a brand new video. How's everyone doing there today in the YouTube universe? I'm going to dive into part 3 of this box of vintage sports cards that I pulled out of my collection. It's random boxes grabbed. I've made 2 videos on this so far. I've seen a bunch of football cards here. There's more football here, and I might skip some of these. Look at these over in this row here, which are definitely a massively overproduced year of tops. That's 87 tops. So I'm curious to see if there is a McGuire rookie in here, or did I pull it out already? So we're going to go through these real fast and just see if that's in here, and then we'll dive into some of the other cards that are in this box. But these cards, I know I pulled out of packs back in the day. There's Don Sutton. We'll call it Hall of Famers. They're by teams, so maybe we'll find... There's Kirby Puckett. Look at the A's. Here we go. Let's see. They have King Man. I can't stop it, guys. Can't stop it. Saying that. Okay, let's see. There's Dusty Baker, not a Hall of Famer. Card's in phenomenal shape. I mean, sharp corners. I mean, definitely overproduced, but I love this year with the wood grain bordered and just cool stuff. Carlton Fisk, Hall of Famer. That's it for the A's. There's Steve Carlton. Let's just see. Maybe there's another Bonds hanging out in here, but I think I pulled out the 2 that were in here that I showed you guys in the last video. There's George Brett. So I was a senior in high school when I bought these, and I wasn't even into collecting cards anymore. I was, playing sports and into music and chasing girls, and cards were not on my radar, but I did buy these, and I think I would imagine it was because of the Bonds. We'd purchased this trade set the year prior. So he was a big deal back then. Tony Gwynn. It's a terrible shot, though. I mean, you can see Gwynn, but just a bad shot compared to the other cards that are in this release. John Kruk was Wade Boggs. I may have pulled him out. He may be boxed up upstairs still. There's Don Mattingly. Cecil Fielder's second year. And I've talked about this in the previous videos. What's cool about these cards, just anything in my collection, I mean, these are all cards that I pull out of packs. Wax packs, rack packs. There's a Mike Schmidt All-Star. And, so these weren't things I picked up when I got back in the hobby or people gifted to me. There's Ozzie Smith, Kirby Puckett. I'm sure there's a lot of people who can say the same thing. Don Mattingly, right there. Wade Boggs, All-Star. Jim Rice, All-Star. Cal Ripken, All-Star. That's a cool card. Doc Gooden, Hernandez, the Sierra Record Breaker. Lopes, Rel. There's a Clemente, Turn Back the Clock. Got a bunch of these here. There's Ricky Henderson's A2. Sweet Lou. Alan Trammell, Hall of Famer. I have this complete set. Let's see, though. The Brewers here. Billy Joe is it Robidoux? I don't know. P.J. Surhoff, Future Stars. And this is the Bo Jackson here, too, and I do believe I pulled that card out of it, but I think it's upstairs. Goose Gossage, Rich Gossage there. Hall of Famer. Unless there's one in here. I don't think so. Will Clark, not in the Hall of Fame. A lot of people will think he should be in. I think someday. Dale Murphy, the Spring Fever inserts. There's Tim Rock Reigns, Andre Dawson. The Expos, missed the Expos. Pirates. One thing I did notice, I got to be careful putting these cards back in these rows. The box themselves, this is an older box, so the rows are very narrow. And got to be careful you don't hit the corners. Continuing on the Buccos, the Pirates. Jim Leland, Hall of Famer. Ozzie Smith with the Cardinals there. Hall of Famer. Jack Morris, Hall of Famer. There's Cal Ripken, Hall of Famer. Still a reasonably priced product, too. Phil Niekro, Hall of Famer there with the Indians. It's wild to see that. You can still buy 87 for pretty cheap. Jim Rice, Hall of Famer, is the last card of the row. Let's just look in the front here, these. And see. There's a Clemens, another Clemens. It's got a little bit of a mix here. It's Blyleven, Hall of Famer. They're with the Twins. Jack Morris again. Joe Niekro, Phil's brother. So it's looking like I may have already pulled it out. I think I had one or two of them. And I've gotten that card since I got back in this hobby. So it's nothing special. I just wanted to look and see if it was in here. There's another one. And it does not look like it. There's a new Hall of Famer, Dave Parker. Also, Dick Allen got in. Congratulations there to the Allen family. Bill Madlock, they were the Dodgers. And rounding this one down. Dennis Eckersley, Hall of Famer. There were the Cubs, and that's it. So no McGuire. I know I pulled him out, but I thought maybe there would be an extra one in here. Let's go back over here and go through this row. Go as quickly as I can. We're already 6 minutes in just looking through those cards. Now, these are Fleer action cards from 81. And I think you can still get this for a pretty reasonable price to a wax box of this. But these are cool. And there are a few valuable ones. I'm not sure if it's in this year. One of the years has got a few valuable cards because of the players that are in the shot. And they don't talk about that at all, I believe, in these cards. So all you've got here is like the Falcons, and they just give it a name, out in the open. And then you got to figure out, if you know your football from this time frame, you'd know who these players are. And, you know, I might recognize a few names here and there just by looking at the numbers, but a few of the players, I mean. But there's the Falcons, the Colts, the Bills, Bears. Can't tell if that's Walter Payton or not. About to hit pay dirt, it might be. Bear Trap, that's a defensive card. The Bengals, Behind the Wall. Bengals, the Browns. Go through these kind of quick. That's a cool shot. Man versus the Elements. I think they all have the stats in the back, offensive stats. They all have just stats in the back. The Orange Crush. Lions. I think it's Billy Sims right there. The defensive, so the defensive ones have defensive stats. The Packers, the Houston Oilers. Not the greatest release, but I think a pretty cool release. The Rams, Dolphins. So this would be before Moreno. It's Bob Greasy, I believe. Rams, Vikings, Patriots, Saints, Giants, the Jets, the Raiders, and the Eagles. I mean, nice corners. I mean, these cards are in mint condition. Here's the Steelers. There's Franco Harris. Here comes the infantry. There's the defense, like a steel trap for the steel curtain defense. Cardinals, 49ers. So this would be the year of Montana, but he would probably not be in on any of these cards. And I'm not sure which running back that is, or what that might be. A fullback, number 46. Search and destroy. So is the defensive one. The Buccaneers, the Bucks, Tropical Storm Bug. I just love how they put the names down, you know, with the titles of these cards. Super Bowl. Let's look at these. Super Bowl 1. Kansas City, Green Bay and Kansas City. Super Bowl 2. The NFL played the AFL. Green Bay over Oakland. Super Bowl 3. The Jets, but no Joe Namath in this card. That would have been cool. Over the Colts. Kansas City over Minnesota. Super Bowl 4, Super Bowl 5. The Raiders. I'm sorry, Dallas against Baltimore. That was the Raiders for some reason. Colts go over the Cowboys. Super Bowl 6. Cowboys over Miami. Super Bowl 8. So I'm missing 7. Miami over Minnesota. There's Larry Zonka. I believe that's who that is. All right. Steelers over the Cowboys. Super Bowl 10. So that's the defense, I believe. I can't tell. Whoops. That's good. The card just slipped out of my hand. Fell. Okay. Steelers over the Cowboys, Super Bowl 13. I see 59. It might be Jack Ham. That's all I can make out right there. Oakland over the Eagles. Awesome. Training camp. That's the Steelers. There's Chuck Noll. That's cool. That's still an awesome shot, though, to see. That's kind of funny. Practice makes perfect. I think that's the Packers. Yeah, Green Bay, so they have the team in the back. Airborne Carrier. That's the Buccaneers against the Raiders. That's cool. So you call for, there's a football quiz in the back. So this is like an 88 card set. Filling up stadium card of the Patriots. Foxborough there. Flat out. Giants. Defense there. I don't think Lawrence Taylor was 82, but so he would not have been there. Halftime. You got the band. I love it. That's awesome. For the Redskins. Washington Redskins. Now the Commanders. Got warm-ups. It's the Patriots. These are awesome. Like the end of the cards at the end of the set. Getting to the bottom of it. The Buccaneers get another one. A game of inches. The refs. I love it. The refs card. This would be a great goofy card. That's just a great shot. The refs trying to figure out where the ball goes, where the ball's going to be spotted. I love it. That's an action shot. You got a souvenir one. These are great. These are going to end up, if I can remember, they'll go in the goofy card video. The next one I decide to do. Souvenir. They threw the ball. I don't know if those were considered souvenirs back then. That was for the St. Louis Cardinals. And pregame huddle, the Redskins. Every way but loose. The Rams. Oh, no, Giants. That's got to be an error because that's the Rams and that's looks like the Buccaneers. But they've got the Giants in the back. That's kind of odd. And this is great. Mutters. That's a wicked shot right there. Okay, that's the end of those. Let's just keep going here and see what else I can pull out. Hopefully I won't drop any more cards. That's actually doesn't happen that often. Okay, so we've got here 88 tops. And I know I pulled a Bo Jackson, and that's upstairs. So I got multiple boxes of cards I pulled out of like a box like this and other boxes that I put together for possibility to get graded. This is years ago, and I never put them back. Okay, so you got 1,000-Yard Club, Altoon, Kurt Warner, running back for the St. Louis, Seattle Seahawks, Mark Bavaro. Okay. Some 87s here. Chip Banks, Deron Cherry, Mike Bell, Mike Palmer, the Chiefs. In the back said stats, no checklist. Carl Mecklenburg, They're on the Broncos. Keith Bishop, Darren Nelson. Got a super rookie here of Henry Thomas, defensive tackle for the Vikings. Got the Vikings team card. Kramer spots his man. Steve McMichael. Ron Rivera. Jim Covert. Clyde Simmons for the Eagles. Receiving leaders. Let's see who's on this one. Al Toon and J.T. Smith for the St. Louis Cardinals. Yes, they were in St. Louis, folks. For those of you who don't know, you kiddies out there. Okay, passing leaders. We've got Bernie Kosar, not a Hall of Famer, but Joe Montana, a Hall of Famer. That's a pretty cool card. Jim Breach and Jerry Rice. So kicker and a Hall of Fame wide receiver. Jerry Rice for the scoring leaders for 87. 1,000-yard club. Now, what's the difference between these and these? This is for 88. What year are these ones for? 87. So they're just out of order. So I had some 87 1,000-yard club cards in here, and then here's the 88s. So I don't know how that happened, but I think there's 88s in here too. Stump Mitchell, Mike Quick, Mike Rozier, Gary Clark, Drew Hill, and Mark Clayton. Okay, continuing on. You got Mark Haynes, Vance Johnson, Jim Ryan, the Broncos team card, Webster Slaughter, or the Bills here, Browns, Bob Golick, Scott Hagee, Dave Fulcher, Jim Breach, the Bengals team card, Kenny Anderson, I think it is. Okay, Alonzo Highsmith, super rookie for the Oilers, Drew Hill, Keith Bostick. Okay, continuing on, let's put these ones back in the box. Okay, next little batch here. Okay, Doug Griffin, Ray Wershing, Randy Wright. Okay, now, these are the 87s. Walter Abercrombie. My Steelers stunk it up back then. And he was an average running back, but we were so bad. Bad by our standards here in Pittsburgh. We have to win all the time. I don't think that way, but a lot of Steeler fans think that way. Phil Simms, and then we're having a great year this year. Bernie Kosar, Mike Singletary, tops All-Pro, is a Hall of Famer right there. Ozzie Newsome, another Hall of Famer. Gary Ellis, Steve Jordan, Dean Steinkooler, don't know him, for the Oilers. Gary Hogeboom, or Hogeboom, quarterback for the Colts. That was the Indianapolis Colts right then, I believe. They weren't in Baltimore, because you can see unless they're in another dome. Did they move out by then? They may have. I can't remember the year that they left in the middle of the night. Okay, Cedric Mack, Patriots team card. And this, again, they just had the games on here, the stats. Carl Banks, Bill Fralick. That is not a rookie. I think his rookie card is a year prior. I don't know if he's in the Hall of Fame, but if he isn't, he will be. He probably is. James Brooks, running back there for the Bengals. Mike Rozier, the checklist. Steve Fuller. Is it Peller? I don't know. I think it's Fuller. Or Peller. I don't know. For the Cowboys. I don't remember him. Andre Waters. Dave Dorson. Sean Jones. Gil Bird. Ralph. I'm not going to try to say it. Carl Erkin. Or Ekern. Darren Nelson. Kevin House with the headband on. Raul Allegre, I don't know. Max Montoya, Sean Landetta, Roy Foster, Carl Banks, Frank Garcia, punter for the Buccaneers. Gotta love the punter cards, kicker cards. Eric Howard, Billy Joe Edmonds, super rookie. I don't remember him. He's a running back and kick returner for the Seahawks. Mike Quick, he's pretty good for the Eagles. Leonard Marshall, defensive end, pretty good player there for the Giants. Stretching Sorry. Ken Clark. Timmy Newsom. Wonder if he's related to Ozzy. I'm sure you guys will let me know. Irv Eatman. Nat Moore. Bob Baumhauer. Kurt Warner. The running back, not the quarterback. The Seahawks, pretty good Penn State alum. Andre Tippett. All-Pro card. The Patriots. Lionel Manuel. Wide receiver for the Giants. Record-breaker card. Dave Jennings. Most punts in a career. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. Punter gets a record-breaker card. Jim Jeffcoat. Matt Suey. And then Dennis Gentry. Continuing on. I go slow with these. I want to look at these cards. People that are interested will watch it. Watch the video. This can't all be shorts or, fly through videos. You got to take your time sometimes with some of these things. Marty Lyons, Mark Super Duper, Gerald Riggs, good running back there for the Falcons. Tony Hill, Rick Donnelly, another punter, losing his hair there. Lance Mel, Mel, I'm not sure. Gary Jeter, no relation to Derek. And then you've got the Vikings team card. Dave Brown, Colts team card. Indianapolis, yes. So they moved at this point. Roynell Young, cornerback for the Eagles. Chris Washington for the Buccaneers. There's Eric Hipple, the Lions. Hipple serves the scene. Dave Butts, defensive tackle for the Redskins. Todd Christensen, tight end. Not sure if he's in the Hall of Fame, but he was pretty good. Chargers. Anderson evades defender. Tony Collins. Bill Moss, all-pro card for the Chiefs. The Redskins. Rodgers plunges ahead. Chip Banks for the Browns. Sammy Winder. Harry Hamilton. Steve Watson, wide receiver for the Broncos. Danny White. Good quarterback for the Cowboys. Greg Townsend. And we're back to these 88s. They're mixed up somehow. Mike Bell. Tony Casillas. Doug Griffin. Let's see who else we have here. Another scoring leaders card. They're just out of order. They're mixed up. Breach and Jerry Rice. Chris Duncan. The Oilers is Warren Moon. It's cool. Pat Leahy. Johnny Hector. Jackie Shipp. Mark Clayton. Garen Veris. Tony Franklin, another kicker. Steven Starring. Blair Bush. Kurt Warner. Steve Largent, Hall of Famer. Norm Johnson, great kicker for the Seahawks and the Steelers, but who else? Might have gone on to somebody else too. Van McElroy for the Raiders. Greg Townsend for the Raiders. Doug Williams. Gary Wilburn. Joe Jacoby. Timmy Smith, super rookie. Running back for the Redskins. Daryl Clack. Neil Lomax, quarterback for the Cardinals. I remember him. He was pretty good. Bill Bates. Raul Allegre. I'm not sure. The kicker for the Giants. Freddie Joe Nunn, defensive end for the Cardinals, and Earl Farrell. There's a few more left, and then we'll see what else is in here. Some baseball. These are Denny's cards. I might skip those because of the reflection. But let's keep going. Frank Pollard. Another Frank Pollard. Gary Anderson. Ron Holmes. Chris Hinton. Albert Bentley. Matt Boza. Gary James. Gary Lee, super rookie for the Detroit Lions. Jim Everett races downfield for the Rams. Nolan Cromwell. Tony Castillas. Ruben Mays. Lee Williams. Lionel James. Danny White again. We got Ralph. Darryl. Andre Reed, Hall of Famer. And Pete Metzelaars. Now, I know I pulled some Hall of Famers out. I think those are upstairs. I think I showed a few in the last video. Let's skip these Denny's ones. We'll skip the Sunoco cards because I feature those here. Let's see what's going on here. These are 1980 Topps football. So let's see what I left in this box. I have this whole complete set, upstairs. Just go through and see if there's any big names in here. But the cards are in great shape. Really nice corners. I mean, I was definitely taking care of the cards at this point. There's like triples of Jeff Comlow, quarterback for the Lions. Probably a backup quarterback. Jan Stenerud. 2 of them. Ricky Young. Steve DeBerg. That one's got a little bit of wear in the corners. Garo Yepremian. Decent kicker right there. Lyle Zato. Benny Ricardo. And I got 1, 2, 3. Bucky Dilts. Love the punter cards. Look at that. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. Monty Jackson. Got 3 Monty Jacksons. Let's see the checklist. If I miss any Hall of Famers, feel free to comment down below. Try to go through these kind of quickly. Jim Youngblood, Jack's brother. So yeah, I think these are these in order? They might be in order. Let's see. 82. Yeah, so these are in order. So when I was building out the set, I just had the doubles, triples, and whatever else that I put back in here. I'm just curious to see if there's anybody huge that I had multiples of. I know that I had commented on the last Paul Krause, a Hall of Famer, as a record breaker card. I know that I had multiple Bob Greaseys that I think I had pulled up to eight of those. I must have just gotten the run of those packs back then. And you can see, I mean, I bought a lot of these back in the day. Imagine if I had this stuff now, unopened. Boy, all the baseball I opened up, all the football, the hockey. You know, you're not thinking that kind of stuff as a kid. John Gray, Roger Carr, more lines, a bunch of Leonard Thompsons, a bunch of doubles here of Larry McCarron, Patriots team leaders, Cleveland Elam, there's Brian Sipe, there's Harold Carmichael, record breaker card, Jim Zorn, left-handed quarterback, good quarterback for the Seahawks, Chuck Muncie, Tony Hill, Preston Pearson, good wide receiver for the Cowboys. Vikings team leaders. See how fast I can get through this. I would like to try to get into this row here, because in the last video we'll just do this one. Vince Ferragamo, Ricky Young. Buccaneers team leaders. I love it. 3 players tied with 3. Only 3 interceptions. They don't even get photos. They just put a box up there. That's terrible. The Packers team leaders. Mike Renfro. Ray Guy, Hall of Famer. Doug Williams, way off center. Holy smokes. That's not a rookie. Dan Deerdorf, I think he's a Hall of Famer. Mark Mosley. Boy, that was a bad miscut there. It's Golden Richards. Joe Ferguson, great quarterback there for the Bills. Cardinals leaders. Mike Webster, Hall of Famer, rest in peace. For my Steelers. A whole bunch of Kim Bokamper, linebacker for the Dolphins. You got 3 of them there. Bunch of Willie Parker's Jack Youngblood. I think he's a Hall of Famer. Three of those. Beasley Reese. Herman Weaver. Okay, Don Strock, quarterback for the Dolphins. Doesn't gently. Al Baker. I don't think he's in the Hall of Fame, but he's pretty damn good for the Lions. You Lions fans would know that. Okay, you want Stu Vaught? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 of them. Oh my gosh. A couple Pat Tillers. You can tell I opened up a lot of this particular year. This is not the most valuable year of football cards from Topps. This is from the 80s, but not the most sought after. There's another Bears leaders. There's Sweetness, Walter Payton. And I feel a massive gum stain or something on the back. I marked this one up. You get a big old dummy. Let's see, do dumb stuff when you're a kid. You learn as you get older. All you kiddies out there, don't mark on the checklist. They don't even put checklists, I don't believe, in most products anymore. But if you buy old products, kids, don't mark the checklist. Leave them alone. Jack Tatum, I think, is a Hall of Fame right there. The Oilers. Campbell was injured that year. I went back to look at his stats. He's a couple of years. He started getting injured. Had a couple more decent seasons. Then he finished out his career with the Saints. There's Steve Grogan. I don't think he's in the Hall of Fame. Archie Griffin. Bunch of Steve Towley. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh my gosh. Frank Carell. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. A couple Steve Fullers. Ahmad Rashad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wow. That's not a bad card to have multiples of, though. I don't think Ahmad's in the Hall of Fame, is he? He might be. Joe Theismann is not. I don't understand that at all, but there's 1, 2 of him. Mike Pruitt. AFC Championship. There's Rocky Blyer over the Oilers, the infamous Ice Bowl game. And there is the Super Bowl over the Rams. Great Super Bowl. Dewey Selman, for the Bucks. Got the Jets leaders, the Jets, Jets. Gary Danielson for those hapless Lions. Chris Barr. Matt Barr's brother, both kickers. Mark Miller. The Jets leaders, another Gary Danielson, bunch of Paul Kaufmans. How many of these do we have? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wow. Bunch of Nat Moores. 4 of them, looks like. That's it. Bunch of Steve Wilsons around. 5 Steve Wilsons. So I think I've showcased this set already on the channel. Now, this set I haven't, and we'll go through these real fast, then we'll wrap this one up. This set I have not, and I may have stuck a couple cards in here when I was building out this set. And this is 86. And there's a couple random, there's one random Garbage Pail Kids card in here. Nats Splat, okay. But you can see the gum stains here. 87 Topps who went around to golf with Tiger. I think I just threw these in here. And these I just think I threw in here, but they were already in here, and there's a few that are in penny sleeves. So there might be some good names in here, but then the rest of these are doubles, I believe, are triples. Carl Mecklenburg, Tuchel Jones, Mark Bavaro, Charles Mann, Charlie Joyner, Hall of Famer. Okay, record breaker Eric Dickerson. I think this might be is this his rookie season? I can't remember. Greg Bell, really badly cut. Buccaneers, Super Bowl 20, the Bears over the Patriots, 3 of them. Jim McMahon, Willie Gault. Now, these are tough because the green on this is notorious for getting marks. It's like the black 86 Topps. Terrible releases for this year by Topps as far as conditioning goes. And the centering on these are really awful. I mean, you can see here. But then, like, the Dan Hampton's close on the front, but then the back will kill you, probably, somehow. But that's not too bad. Dan Hampton, he's a Hall of Famer. John Hanna, Hall of Famer, a bunch of those. Hugh Green, I think he's in. Ray Guy, rest in peace, a bunch of those. Mike Haynes, he's in. But I know that I got I have the Jerry Rice graded, and I got a 7.5 from Beckett. I thought they were being a little bit brutal on it, but in the beginning, but maybe they were close. I thought it would be like at least an 8, hoping for more. I got a 7.5. Joe Klecko, Rulon Jones, the Cowboys, Drew Hill there, Danny White, Giants, Joe Morris, great running back. Phil Simms. I'll finish these up and just wrap this video up. Bunch of Browns right there. See some team cards coming up. Chip Banks. Seahawks, Kurt Warner. Dave Craig. Packers. Kaufman conquers defense. I'm not sure who that is. Excuse me. James Lofton was the receiving leader. A. Ivory led in rushing with only 636 yards. Boy, that's bad. Okay, who we got here? Montana and Ken O'Brien. Passing leaders. The Chargers. Fouts over the top. Dan Fouts, Hall of Famer. Kellen Winslow, Hall of Famer. There's Eric Hipple. The Eagles. Jaworski surveys the scene. Ron Jaworski, Jaws. There's Tommy Kramer for the Vikings, another one. Todd Blackledge, down and out. Todd Blackledge for the Chiefs. I think they really stunk. Carlos Carson was pretty good, though. Albert Bentley. Mike Rozier. Falcons. Gerald Riggs around the end. He was good. But, the lifespan of some of these players in the league, running backs especially, they don't last very long. They get banged up so badly. They have phenomenal seasons, and then, that's it. Those are some 1,000-yard club cards. We'll end with these. Okay. Dogs are barking next door and everything. Arthur Clark. They're telling me to wrap this one up. Bill Fralick. That might be a rookie, I think. Or was he an 85? I'm not sure. That might be a rookie. Rich Donnelly, the Buccaneers. James Weiner sweeps left. Another one. Kevin House, the headband. Donald Ikwebuike, kicker. I do remember this guy. Look at him. He's from Africa? Nigeria, yes. Dave Logan, the Bills. Bell sees daylight. Fred Smirlis. Charlie Gnomes. So I'll have to pull this set out and show everybody. I love this set. And it's got some big rookies in it, too. Ernest Biner. It's a 1,000-yard club. Kurt Warner. These are the back of these look like. And the colors just are really popping on these two. Craig James. Gerald Riggs. Another Gerald Riggs. Marcus Allen. But I have more of these, and I think they're in another box. That's it. We'll wrap this one up. Next time, we'll finish this one out. We won't look at the Topps 86 trade set here. 86 Topps trade set. I think because I've already showcased this, or maybe we will. Maybe I'll pull that out and show that. But over on this side, we're looking at some Fleer stickers, some more Fleer football, action football. There's a whole bunch here. And then some older 83, and what else? A bunch of 83s and 79s. So those will be fun to go through these next time and wrap this box up. 38 minutes long. Well, I like to take my time with this kind of thing, show you guys what's in these boxes when I do pull them out. And that's why these videos are long. And that's all I've got for you guys today. So remember to like, subscribe, comment down below, share this video with your friends, family, and loved ones. The eBay store link is down below in the description. Give us some support over at the old eBay store. The link is down below in the description. That's all I've got for you guys today. Greatly appreciate you stopping by. Until next time, folks, this is John with John Sports House and Collectibles signing off, and I will see everybody very, very soon.